HTTPS. To NJ. Oh. 2NJ. 2NKJ. Fuck. 2NKJ 7 8 3 Z N P. Okay. Hey, what's up, Eric Zombro? What's up, man? Audio was 5 out of 5. Right. No, I know it got better. See, here's what happened. In my haste, I see the whole time I was listening to this other live stream on a auxiliary I don't know, auxiliary stereo. I had it linked, versus what's that called, the Bluetooth. And then I tried to start a live stream that way, and I've noticed that doesn't work. I have to do it on my phone without that stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna drop the link if anyone wants to call in. Initially, I was trying to get this lonely black pillar kid to call in, but or one of his boys, a whole bunch of young guys. I'm trying to give good advice to these poor black pillars, man. They're so lost. It's so sad. They're so adrift, you know. I hate to see young men who are strong and have all this ability, all this potential, and they're just wallowing because they don't have any guidance, you know. It's a damn shame, really. All right, HTTPS semicolon backslash StreamYard.com. Let's see. Okay, 2N KJ. Oh no, that's not KL. KJ 78 3Z NP. There we go. Let's try that. Right, okay. There we go. That should work. All right, let's hope people call in. Let me give it a minute. I just jumped out of the shower. Let me sort of dry off. Let people call in. If anyone wants to come in, please come right in. I want to make a short stream. Hopefully, some of these black pillar kids call in. I was telling them, don't give up, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, give me a second. Oh. 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 Again. Give me like 5 minutes, boys. I'm just setting up. I should have probably set up a little bit before I did this, but I was trying to catch the very tail end of that live stream. Again, these kids, it's like 20 kids, these black pillars. We were following this kid. He suddenly decided to end the stream. I was trying to get a couple of them to call in. All right, more minutes here. Oh, you guys want to call in? Call in. Got a little live stream going. Okay. A couple more minutes, boys. Hold on. I'm sorry. I should have set up first, but you know how I am. Okay. That. That's this. Good. Pour myself a fruit mist, peach flavored, sparkling water. Go. Get that going. Couple minutes, boys. You know how it is. 1,000 apologies. Talk amongst yourselves. Second thing up here. Okay. There. This over here. Oh yeah, no, I really should have set up. Really should have set up before doing this. I just wanted to catch these kids. These kids. How can I help these kids? All right, let me turn my air conditioner off. It was 86 degrees today in Chicago. Freaking warm. I'm not complaining, but it was warm. All right, let's see here. Hey, what's up, OST Factory? I see you, boy. Cowboy gonna turn on his camera talking about Reach for the Sky. Topic: why do lesbians have bed death? Oh yeah, hey, Black Pill on steroids. What's up, man? You should call in, man. Someone, please call in. It's show is almost dependent on that. All right, I'll be ready literally in like 90 seconds. Give me 1 second. Almost ready. Just another minute now. You guys work. Someone calls in. Have a nice little discussion. We're going to bed. I'll be up for another 2 hours probably. You know, they say haste makes waste. I see that now. Yeah, just 5 minutes of prep would be such a big difference. What a fool I am. Fool I am. And again. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay. All right, boys. What's up? I'm here. How we doing? What's going on? Turn the light off. Turn the small light on. Good to go. All right. All right. Oop, forgot my Forgot my aspartame loaded drink. It's supposed to be healthy. It's supposed to be healthy because it doesn't have any calories, but it's probably giving me cancer. All that aspartame. Closing up my my third eye, probably. Thought I remember hearing aspartame. Doesn't it like calcify the what's that gland? Your third eye? I forget. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, look at that! Someone called in. Who is it? Who is it? Minaj Roy. Oh man, I remember not liking your audio, but we'll see.
Hello.
What's up, Minaj Roy? That you?
Yes, yes, yes. So, are you hearing any background noise right now?
Yeah, I heard a little background noise, but not too bad.
Okay, 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 okay. So, there is something I've done a research about, about the same thing, female nature and all this society thing. In your last stream, one of your means red pillar said that in Pakistan they prosecute women. Well, I find it that to be not true because in every culture, in whatever culture you consider, whether it's Islamic or whether it's Christian, any culture, uh, they all pedestalize women. It is always the woman that is right.
Yeah, yeah. I made a video about that today. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's
Because,
biological, genetic.
yeah, because I've seen many videos with respect to their culture as well. They don't. You know, even in their culture, it is always the woman that is right.
Yeah, no, I
Okay,
I hear you.
so I've seen a video where they justify, you know. So the best thing you can do is, you know everything about female nature. So it's better to back out than get involved with it.
Yeah, I basically agree. I couldn't agree more. I think, or at least until you've built yourself up to a point where um, you can protect yourself legally and otherwise. If that makes any sense.
Uh, yes. One more thing is that about cheating. When a female does cheating,
That's
wait,
really loud.
hold on. It was my mom that was shouting. Okay.
That sounds about right.
So the thing is, yeah, right now it's okay. So the thing is that when female cheats his husband, a wife cheats his husband. A man can do is he can do is take a divorce. But when a man cheats his wife, female have liberty to beat her wife to death. I have seen a video on that. I've literally seen
Yeah,
a video on that when a man has cheated his wife and the wife was trying to beat him to death with a cricket bat,
sure.
and that is considered a norm, you know
Um, yeah, I have strong opinions on that. I think I think if a man hits a woman, he shouldn't necessarily go to jail. In fact, yeah, no, I've become totally anti-feminist. I think a man should be able to put a woman in jail just as easily as a woman can put a man in jail, just on an accusation.
yeah, that's right, but the thing is that why the hell should a female beat her husband? Okay, if he has done wrong to you, if he has cheated, all you can do is file a police complaint. Not even a police complaint, you can do is file a divorce and get out of that relationship, no?
Okay, well, what I would say to that is, yeah,
Why
okay.
should you beat your
I don't
husband to
think
death?
anyone, I don't think anyone, at this point, I don't think anyone should be getting married. I really mean that.
Yeah, even I
We need,
think the same.
we need a totally
Because
different. I'm sorry.
even I think the same.
Okay.
because what you can see is there is no leader in the house. The leadership is given to female, who is not a good leader anyway. Okay, a man
Yeah,
always
no,
leads
it's all backwards. It's all
with,
backwards.
yeah, yeah, because if you see a man, he is good at leading any organization. He is able to lead his friendship. He is able to lead his company. Even he is even to lead his life. And you take that skill, not even a skill, whatever he is good at, and give them to female who is not good at it. So what is it going to do? Right? It is going to damage everything.
Mm. No, I hear you.
The
I think it's even worse than that. I think that once you put women in power, once you put women in power in positions of power in society, I think that I think it seeks to. I think what ends up happening is it ends up emasculating the man, and the man ends up becoming
yes,
weak.
yes, that's one thing. But most of the thing when I've seen female in power position, they tend to exploit. You know,
Of course,
exploitation is the biggest thing I've seen. I've seen many organization that is run by female over here. Okay, but these organizations are made in such a way so that they can exploit their customer and their employee. This is how those organizations are crafted when a female is given power. I've seen that thing happening. Actually, I've seen those things happening.
right. So I think I don't think this trend is going to stop anytime soon. So I think what we're going to see is just an overall degradation of society. Um, and I think at this point, probably some of the best things that a man can do is do what I'm doing, which is basically run. Don't get involved with a woman.
Yeah.
Don't sign any contract with a woman. I speak with women every day. Uh, I haven't asked a woman out on a date in over 8 years. Um,
Okay.
I tell men to frequent prostitutes if you need to get that if you
Okay.
need to scratch that itch.
Hmm.
Um, and figure out what you're good at and form an exit strategy.
Okay. 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 That's good. That's good. Because these things I've seen it. I was doing research. So what I've seen is these things are done for like past 5,000 years. When the human civilization have started. From there on, these problems were in existence. Sorry.
No, that's
Well,
okay.
every time I look at hear stuff about that, I think that our ancestors were blatant idiots. With all the advances of technology and human civilization, our ancestors were mighty daggone stupid. You know,
Okay.
like our ancestors, like humans went back then.
Okay.
Because if they were so smart and so innovative, they would have been hip to the BS that has been going on for thousands of years, almost thousands of years ago. You know,
Yes. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Because these problems were in existence when human civilization was formed. You know, they were still
and
favored during the beginning of the civilization. They were still pedestalized, and most of the problem or any animosity that happens is all because of these female. Even those things were found on my research.
and
You know.
here's a theory that I have. Now, human beings are not in their natural environment, right? We all know that, right? So, well, the theory that I had was the birth of civilization was started with the cuckold. You know, because for years, fathers would tell their sons if the fire is out, leave the game, leave the animal that you killed at the mouth of the camp. Because you don't want to know, you don't want to find out what creature is waiting for you at camp. And the way I see it, some cat didn't leave the animal at the mouth of the camp, walked into the camp and got his behind whooped because because uh because of pride issues, trying to check his on his woman instead of leaving a severance package. And now he got cucked out. And all his kids are cucked out. You know? And the way
Okay.
I see it is like the way I see it is like civilization was started with one cuckold, you know? And anybody who's
Okay.
not the ruling class or is either a descendant of that cuck, you
Okay.
know? Because the fire being out can take the form of many could take the form of many things in this modern day. Your house being left a freaking pigsty. Now I ain't saying stuff ain't been cleaned. I'm just saying stuff's all over the place where it shouldn't be. You know, the fire, another version of the fire being out is somebody else's car that ain't supposed to be in your driveway.
Okay.
You know, and like I said, by then you see that you're not supposed to get emotional. And I'm gonna tell you why. Whoever's basically banging your girl, your wife, wants you to be emotional so that they can use you as basically slavery, as free labor. That's where all the chiefs came in. Somebody banged this dude's wife, and basically became chief basically started a tribalism.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to
Okay.
interrupt. Manjoy Roy. Can you please address the background noise? There's a lot of background noise
I
in your
have to
audio.
leave, I guess. Yes, I have to leave right now because of this noise. You know, I'm not in a
What's the
proper
problem?
room right now. I have to leave. Okay.
Oh,
All
okay,
right,
okay, that's fine.
Sorry, but I have to leave.
No, no, it's okay. It was a
it's
pleasure.
okay.
Call in some other time. I'm sorry.
But
Anyway,
you one second. Allergies. You're tracking so far, right?
you have allergies, Red Pill, in the way?
Yeah, grass and
Well,
pollen.
I hate to sound like a jerk. I have no idea what allergies are like. I've never had them.
Well, if it's severe enough, it could probably kill me. You know,
Wow.
it could probably
I
kill me,
don't know that it's
or
that
make
bad.
a wish I would, or put me close to death. I've actually been put in the hospital for my allergies.
Oh wow, that's pretty bad. Talk to me. Hold on a second. Let me lay down on my bed here.
What does it
Oh,
feel like? Well, first off, it's like for me, it's like my sinuses close up, and then my throat begins to close up, and then my
okay.
lungs begin to fill with fluid.
That sounds terrible. Yeah, I thought you need your lungs to breathe.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they make it a lot easier for breathing.
Okay. All right. I have
And
my
then
phone positioned. I have my phone positioned in a certain way. Can you hear me? Can you
I
hear me
can
okay
hear
right
you.
now?
I can hear you. Okay. Like I said,
Excellent. Excellent.
and then I don't get any good sleep because I can't breathe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's my problem. But my problem is a weight problem. It sounds like your problem is like an antihistamine problem where your nasal passages maybe congest or something like that.
And it only happens when I cut grass. And I keep trying to
Right.
tell
Right.
people
Right.
I can't cut grass.
Right. No, I understand. There's definitely there's triggers, right? There's definitely
Yeah,
triggers.
it's triggered, and once it's
Like for
triggered,
example, I notice my breathing becomes slightly constricted when I
yeah,
get really drunk. When I get really drunk, I notice my breathing becomes worse. You know, if I
that's
have
called
more than
that's
let's say
yeah,
like 6 or 7 beers.
like that's called alcohol's a depressant. It basically slows the breathing down. You know,
Sure, right, right. That sounds right. Yeah, no, it's depressant.
yeah, and it's like once the histamines or the histamines triggers are activated, I have to be even when I get a mask on, I have to be very careful. You know, not to go
Sure,
anywhere past smoke, past any type of burning
sure.
objects like burn barrels. I got to be very careful with that. I can't go anywhere near them. I can't go
So
any. I can't. Hmm?
I was going to say, so we could slightly change the subject. I got a couple questions for you.
Yeah.
First off, I couldn't help but notice in one of the streams, I can't remember, I was contacting you. I was like, hey man, I heard you were in Chicago, man. Let's meet up. I wouldn't mind meeting you in person. Let me take you for some Chinese or something. What happened? You
Uh,
were you were probably in a hurry, right? You were working. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Are you there? Red pill in the wind. Are you there? I can't hear you. Let's see. Huh? You seem to have. Are you in the private chat? Red pill in the wind says phone. So I'm assuming that means phone trouble, phone problems. Okay. Well, that's okay if you want to call back in or whatever. If someone doesn't call in, I'll just end the stream in a little bit. But yeah, I did want to speak with you if you were here. Let's see. Go through some of these comments here. Eric Zambro, howdy cowboy. What's up, Eric? I saw you, man. Let's see. Stream. Oh yeah, of course the stream. Minaj Roy. And topic for today. Mm-hmm. Cowboy gonna turn on his camera, talking about reach for the sky. I do like that term. Topic: why do lesbians have bed death? Yeah, yeah. No, lesbians they don't initiate sex. That's why they don't initiate sex. It's really that simple. It's very bad, but it's true. So let's see. Is Minaj Roy? Are you back, Minaj Roy?
Yes, I'm back. Are you still hearing any background noise?
Uh yeah, a little bit, but it seems to be better.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, you
Yeah, it
can start
sounds like
discussion.
it almost sounds like what does it sound like? Something metallic, something like steel. Like I imagine, I conjure up the image of like a train going by on like a steel railroad track or
It's a
something.
fan. It's a fan.
It's a
Fan running.
fan. It's a
Yes.
fan. Let's see, yeah, yeah, you know those fans. They're something else. So, anyway. Oh, I see you. I see you, OST Factory. OST Factory, if you want to call in, man, call in. I wouldn't mind. I wanted to ask, what's his name? Red Pill in the Wind. A couple questions. Frankly, he was in Chicago. I was trying to meet up with him, but he's a trucker, and he's on the road like a trucker, man. He's in and he's out. That's just like these women. You can't stay too long. It's you come, you come and you go. You you hit it and you quit it. You fuck it and you chuck it. You bang it and you slang it. You ejaculate and evacuate. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, what's on your guys' mind? Anything new? Anything exciting?
Yeah. What I'm saying is, the relation dynamics right now. You know, it was the same. It was like same 10 or 15 years back or 20 years back. Like there is no change. There was still the same thing that was happening 10, 15 years back in my state or where I stay, you know. So I've seen that thing
Yeah, no,
happening.
I have this idea that this sort of let's use the word dynamic. This sort of dynamic has actually existed for thousands and thousands of years, actually tens and tens of thousands of years. Human beings have been evolving for hundreds of thousands of years. So, I mean, our conditions have changed. The nature. How can I put it? The Our environment has changed, but I think our nature, our base nature. Oh man, that sounds really loud, man. Can you address that
it's
menagerie? That's really
it's
loud.
it,
Wait, hold on.
it
Hold on, hold on.
it comes in cycles, you know. It comes in cycles.
What's that? What comes in cycles?
The it basically that the human the worst part of human dynamic. It starts out new civilization comes to power. People flock to that civilization as hope, and men and women continue on. Next, advances in technology. Somebody within that government, that particular has a wild hair up there behind and wants more power. So the best way to basically get more power is to use the women. Women have been pawns for hundreds of thousands of years for every single stitch of civilization. Women were
Well,
always the pawn.
I agree that women are used. They're gamed. I think men are gamed in a certain way too. But
Yeah,
I would not say that for hundreds of thousands of years. My understanding is that civilization, as we know it, the rise of cities and the rise of government, um,
the rise of technology.
basically basically only started like 12 or 14,000 years ago.
Yep.
Prior to, like, let's say 15,000. Prior to 15,000 years ago, the vast majority of humans were just nomadic, semi-nomadic. What do they call us? Hunter gatherers and shit like that.
Yep. It's when we started collecting livestock is when things started going tits up. You know.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, not just livestock, but yeah, livestock, and we started becoming
Farming.
agrarian. We started settling, and we started hanging out in one area. But in a way, it was good and it was bad, right? Because the idea was that um, if we stay in one area, we can build up a farm, and the farm will create tons and tons of extra food. So instead of always being on the verge of death, we can store up food now and change our life and essentially make it easier.
Yep. And it was all.
So,
And guess who it was built for?
who do you
Women
think?
and
What?
children. Women and children.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think it benefited men too. But yeah, no. Of course, women and children were always, they were always integral. They were always there. What's going on with you? What's going on with you in trucking? What's new?
Well, at least I can have a Labor Day weekend. I mean, I live Memorial Day weekend. You know,
Where are you right now?
I'm at home right now, waiting for
Okay.
family members. Waiting for family to come back so that I can get back on the road.
Sure, sure. I actually forgot where that is. I think it was like somewhere in the southeast or something.
It's
Not Kentucky,
Pittsburgh.
Carolina,
No, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. Okay, right.
Yep.
Okay, okay. How is
One more
how?
thing.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So one more thing I would like to say is, what I've seen based on my observation is wrong action taken by women is considered okay. Okay. If a woman takes
Yeah,
a wrong action against man, it is considered okay by the society. But if a man does it, even his lightest action, I was looking at something with subject to love. Okay. So what I've seen is in almost in every culture, almost in every culture. So
Yes.
it is more like favored. Okay, favored for a certain person only. If you consider a topic of love, it is just favored for certain person only. You know, in I mean, in almost every culture, what I've seen is if a poor guy loves a girl, that is considered a very bad thing, and the boy is punished or beaten to death so that he doesn't make that mistake again. But if the same thing happens, if the rich guy loves a girl, it is okay. Okay, it is entirely based upon the family of that girl, what he considers. Okay, so even this thing was researched.
Sure.
When I
Sure. I
figured out
agree.
that this thing is almost true in almost every culture. It is entirely based on, whether they want to consider that love, the subject of love, as right or wrong. It is totally biased. It is entirely dependent upon the person and his financial wealth, whether it should be considered right or it should be considered wrong.
Basically,
You understand?
someone like me can't are basically just seen as utilities. Basically, livestock can't be effective. Livestock can't be affectionate. You know, but the farm, but the person, but the person that owns the livestock can be. That make any sense?
Yes, kind of like that, and not even like that. What I'm saying is, when a rich guy loves any girl, okay, if the family of the girl consider it to be right, okay, so the it is considered as blessing that that guy loved that girl and they are getting married. If a poor guy declared his love, okay, and if the family of that girl doesn't want to get any associated with that guy or doesn't want to get married with that guy, so what happens is that guy is punished so
And that
badly
cause
that he would never fall back in love with any girl again. So the love is considered, means what he perceived love as a punishment. It is so much biased.
yeah,
There are double standards for even for love as well. These things is seen even in every culture, almost in every culture. You
like I
don't need to
said,
consider it is in Christian or it is in any other culture, but
it's
the same thing is repeated in almost every culture.
like I said,
It is
cultural
entirely
wide,
in the yeah.
worldwide. Like I said,
Yes,
same.
worldwide, worldwide.
I dealt with the same thing when I was younger. Like I said, I kind of like a couple girls, and I either got rejected or I got my ass whooped. You know, so I ain't afraid. I ain't ashamed to admit that I got my ass whooped, and that basically it didn't kill me on a physical plane, but it did kill me mentally. You know,
Okay.
it killed me mentally and
Yeah, but
emotionally.
yeah, that happens mentally. But in what I've seen is it is considered as a punishment. The guy is given punishment for loving that girl. You know,
Yep.
if he declares his love,
I've already got my punishment.
physical punishment. Physical
I've
punishment. I'm talking about physical
oh I've
punishment.
got my
I have seen
I've
this thing
already got my
happening.
I've already got my physical punishment. A long
Okay.
time ago.
What was
I've already
what
like I
was
said,
your
I got
what was your punishment? What was your punishment there? Red pill in the wind.
basically I lost that was one of the fights that I've lost. You know, I lost the fight. I basically got my basically I this is before I was good at grappling. I got put on the ground and I pretty much got stomped. You know,
Oh, I see what you're saying. You mean like
yeah,
a physical fight? You lost a physical fight over a woman. Okay, got it.
yeah. I got stomped, and it says I'm not getting like I said it basically turned into I'm not getting stomped again. I don't care if the woman likes me. I mean, it just basically I don't basically it makes it so you die inside, your confidence dies, and you can't approach another woman. You know,
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly
Okay.
right.
like I
This
said,
was this is what I
yeah, I know what you. I understand what you're saying. It's like I mean, I didn't die and but put in the ground, but I died confidence wise, and I can't, and I couldn't approach another woman.
yes. And this
You
is
know,
almost seen in every culture. Almost seen in every other culture. This is seen.
it's like a monkey. It's like the water. It's like the experiment where they put a bunch of monkeys around around the bunch of bananas, hungry monkeys, and whenever one of the monkeys go climb up, they grab the bananas.
Or
They
electrocutes them.
spray the rest of the monkey on ice cold water and electrocuting them. And it happens a few times to where now the rest of the group mentality is beat the crap out of the freaking monkeys, even though the
Right,
water hose
right. I
is
remember
removed.
that. And then the end of the study is eventually they stop electrifying it, and even though it won't hurt any of them anymore, they all they all still keep each other from reaching for the banana, right?
Right.
Yeah, right. There are a ton of studies like that. They're very fascinating, of course. Yeah.
And now if a woman in her family likes me, I'm not even gonna try. I mean, you can't even tell the difference because you're so concerned about having to get your ass kicked that you don't even want to you don't want to pull the trigger. You know.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it. I get it. This is, So let me say this. I've been listening to you two. You know, I was just watching a video and I was also recording it because I'm going to post it up on my channel. It's a repost from Turd
Mhm.
Turd Fleeing Monkey. You guys remember him, right?
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. It's a repost from Turd Fleeing Monkey, and one of his videos is called "She'll Never Love You," and it's a
Right.
real good video. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and she'll never love you.
Yeah.
It's actually fact. You know,
Yeah, right.
you only get love from you only get love at a certain point, and that's basically a baseline of what you're not going to get for the rest of your life. You know.
Sure, right. Yeah, no, he talks all about it. And I just wanted to re-mention it. Essentially, essentially, men are looking for love, and
Yes,
but and they
that's right.
get it.
That's
They
right.
get it when they're real young. What's that?
Yeah, you're totally right. Men are looking for love.
But there's no love to be had.
Yes.
So if that's the truth, and it is, the only real problem I see, the only crime I see is that we're not teaching this to young men. We should be teaching this, but
you
Yes.
think
I think there's a concerted effort not to teach it, and
there is
we're
a concerted
we
effort?
purposely keep this knowledge.
Yeah, there is a concerted effort not to teach it. It's
Yeah,
called basically. It's called the freaking corporations. Look at how many.
yeah.
Valentine's Day is a probably multi-trillion dollar industry. If
There you
men
go.
started teaching younger men and their kids that this right here this right here, this setting right here is about the most love you're gonna get your entire life. Enjoy it while it lasts. Because when
Right.
you get older, it will end. You, you know, it's the most love you're ever gonna get. And right then and there, the Valentine's Day industry would darn near collapse. Almost over, almost in the
Right,
course of
right,
18 years.
That's right. That's what I think as well. Essentially, men would totally revamp. They would totally change the way they deal with females, and
Exactly.
um, and that would have all sorts of negative repercussions, right, for controlling men
and having the free flow of resources and money. And yeah, you got it.
Yeah, it was, and over the course of 18 to 21 years, 18 years, the course of the Valentine's Day industry would collapse. The wedding and the marriage, the wedding industry would collapse over the course of 18 years. Once that child is grown, that'll be the last time anybody under the or over under the age of 18 would buy. And over time, in 10 years after the 18, in about 20, in about 30 years, all the older folks are dying off. All the older simps are dying off. It would literally go to crap because those young men would teach, if they have children, would teach their children. That's if they have children, you know.
Uh, okay.
There'll
So
be
there,
mhm.
yeah, go on.
There'll be now. Now everybody's panicking, but now because now their pockets are getting light. Now everybody in the powers is panicking because now their pockets are getting lighter, and nobody's having children in it. I mean, nobody's having as many children, and there's going to be concerted effort to get men to procreate. You know, I mean,
Okay.
a combined effort because the government likes their money. They likes the GDP. You remove the GDP, they have to now they either have to A, be more careful on their spending, or B, get these dudes to fornicate. But they're always going to mix the dudes, and they're going to try to get the women to try to fornicate, and they're going to basically put more revealing clothes, and they're going to make new laws saying women do not now need can now walk down the street butt naked. You know,
Yes, that's true. That's true. I'm seeing those things happening too.
yeah,
I
like
mean,
you're seeing the lack there of clothing nowadays.
not in my place, but obviously TikTok video I can see those things,
Yep,
and YouTube video you can see this thing.
yep,
Not
and
anything around or near me, but yeah, TikTok video does clearly shows those things.
yeah. Eventually, it's going to hit the public. It's going to hit public. You know,
Yes,
if
yes,
if
yes, yes.
if the GDP doesn't rise well enough, it's going to eventually. There's going to be new laws saying, women can walk around naked now, and
Yeah, yeah. This is eventually going to happen, I think, because the transition is happening. I can see those transitioning from video, YouTube and TikTok video. I can see those transitioning. One more thing I want to say. You talked about all this thing, right? The father teaches their kid. With respect to me, what happened is when I was like 4 5 years old, when I started getting into kindergarten, you know, I was given hints about these things from my mother, not my father. Even my father is unaware about such things. My mother started giving me hint about such things, like you make friends with your other female or male, you know. My mother says like you shouldn't be making friends with this female, she is not right. So you tend to pick up there is something wrong in that conversation, or there is something wrong in that statement. What is the truth behind it? This thing is said to me by my mother many times. It
basically,
happened to me like for 5 6 years. At the age of 10 11 she used to tell me these things. Okay, so I used to find out that am I doing wrong, something wrong. But slowly the things were, means when I started figuring out the truth, I figured out she is right. She was giving me hint about them, and what the things are behind the scene.
would you like to know? Would you like to know the difference between your friends before the birds and the bees and your friends after? Hormones,
I didn't. Yes.
hormones. Like your friend.
Okay.
That's why I will never try to date a childhood friend if I ever caught up with them because
Okay.
what the difference between them then and them now is hormones. You know,
Okay.
they're not the same person. You know, they are not the
Okay.
same person. They may remember who they were as that person to try to get you, but they are not the same person because the second you go and meet that person, it's
Okay.
like you didn't you're not even on her mind. You know.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Right now, I'm not in their mind as well because it have happened like 35 years ago, 35 years ago, almost 30 years ago, and we are almost separated. You know,
Yep.
who remembers when you were 4 years old or 5 years old when you were in kindergarten? You know, once you left your school, you're almost separated. Okay,
Yeah,
but the
there's
Minaj Roy. How old are you? You in your 30s or 40s or what?
35, 35, 35.
You're 35. Okay.
I'm almost there. I'm almost at 35. In a few months I'll be 35. But yeah,
Okay.
you
Sure.
remember you may not remember the years, but you remember key moments, in different.
Yeah, why I remember it because I was feeling that I did something wrong at that age. I was doing something wrong. My
Yeah,
mom used to tell me that friendship with that female is not right. I thought I was doing something wrong, you know, by making friendship with that female. At the age of 4, 5, when I was in kindergarten, this thing happened almost for 2, 3 years. Okay, so I left it listening to my mom. Okay, there might be something wrong which I don't know. Maybe I am doing something wrong. I don't know the truth. Okay, but when someone says you there is something wrong in it and you try to understand that thing and you still don't get an answer, it's always back of your mind what went
mm,
wrong. Okay.
yeah. People in my life is like I had female friends, but you know what happened? They moved out. They moved away. You know,
Okay.
that's pretty much what it was. It's like it wasn't the fact that I got hints. They moved away. They like
Okay.
said I guess their parents saw that. I mean, I was friends with their daughter, and they moved away. It just flat out.
Okay.
I mean, they just took their kids, picked up, and left. And
Okay.
I never heard from them ever since. I mean, I
That's
caught
the
up with
best
one.
thing.
Yeah, I caught up with one of my friends, and it's like it's not the same. The person's not the same. It's like it's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, and I agree. What you just said right now, it's not the same. I've had similar experiences. You know, growing up, and then people separate. People go to high school, and then whatever. 3 years later, 5 years later, you run into some of these people, and you don't have anything in common. They're different
Right.
people. You're
Yes, yes.
different people. You guys are going different directions.
And then
Yes,
like
yes, yes.
you'll never be able to rekindle what you had. You know that fact that like I said, it's now the most. It's now used. You can't even start a fire with it. You don't have the resource to start a fire because that person you've lived your life and that person's lived their life. And their parents didn't see the potential in you, and as soon as the hormones kicked in, they didn't see the potential in you. You know, and
Okay.
it's just it happens. Like I'm not gonna sit here and I mean at first I was like yeah man at first in the beginning before I took the red pill I'm like I maybe I can try to track down some of these people on Facebook on Instagram, but it's like no, it's so bad you don't even remember some of their names. You don't even remember some of their names. You don't even remember. You don't even you. In some cases, you don't even know their last name. You know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Of course. That of course, in grammar school, I'm sorry. Most of my good friends, I can't remember their last names. Some of them, a lot of them, I can't even remember their first names.
Right.
um, a lot of the same thing in high school. I met 100 different people. Only two or three of them ended up being close friends. I remember their first name, their last name, their address, whatever. Even
Yep.
then, we went our separate ways. I was in university for years. Yeah, I have like one good friend from university. I remember his name, his address, what city he lives in, everything. But I met 100 people in university. I, you know,
Right.
I literally got with like probably at least 10 girls during my stay in university. I can't even remember their names
Yep.
except for this one girl that I dated for like 3 years. I remember her first name, her last name, the town she's from. If I was there right now and could drive to it, like yeah, most of these people just become a distant memory.
Just a memory
Yes,
or an
yes, yes.
experience that I had to basically put on your freaking list of things that you've been through. And like like when I was talking about key moments in elementary school, one key moment stood out for me is when I just basically got my ass, but like I was skinny. I was real skinny. Like I was underweight as a kid.
Okay,
Up until my mid 20s, I was underweight, and it wasn't till I started until my muscles started to develop to be efficient while being underweight is when I was able to just basically hold off. I had an appetite, but I didn't gain weight. Basically, a swift breeze could have knocked me down. What happened was this chick saw this wiry little kid, this wiry kid in like kindergarten, and basically knocked me down, and basically beat the beat the brakes off of me. Beat the brakes off of me. God dang.
A
And
girl?
that set the precedence because what while I was down trying to recover, she said, nobody's gonna love you. You're never gonna have children. You're never gonna get married. And over the years, I would kind of try, and it would literally either end in games or just basically just stupid crap. And looking back now, I see it as okay. Well, maybe it was a self fulfill. It was a prophecy. You know. So the best thing I could
okay,
do is live whatever good life that I can live, and just exist until I don't anymore. You know. But
okay,
while I'm existing, I'm going to be a pain in their behind
okay,
because the way I see it, like you made this prophecy, you're gonna rue it because I'm gonna say all the stuff that I've been through, whether you like it or not, and because I know daggone well you ain't gonna do nothing to change it. You ain't gonna do nothing to change it. You know,
okay,
I know well enough that they're not gonna do nothing to change it because they're gonna see me as this incel or see me as this person or see me as can't get laid or and I don't care. I've gotten to the point in my life where I don't care. It's like they want to see me as this person that just can't get laid. Okay, great. $20 of determination. That's the way I see it. If I really want
okay.
to.
The thing is that we were able to find this truth only once we got red pill. That's what
No,
the thing is, right?
it was basically no. It was there. I was just hard headed. It was there.
Okay.
I was just hard headed.
Yeah, same thing happened with me. Same thing happened with me. Whatever story you're saying, even the same thing happened with me. My thing was a little bit opposite of you. For me, it was very easy to get female friends. Like I don't need to approach. I used to get it, but I didn't care about it because my mom asked me to not to deal with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. For from my side, I never have to run for any run and make any female friend. I used to get it.
Right.
Okay. It is not because that I am a Chad or who can attract female, but it was like, yeah, you can get it. Almost every female was friendly. Uh, Means it's an environment, right, where everyone talks to one another. You know,
Right.
the
And
culture that was made, it was like that. No one was angry with someone. No one had any differences with someone. But whatever happens, it happens at home. You know,
right.
the true thing
One
happens at home.
one of the reasons why I live with my sister is, well, basically it's just based for a physical address that I have some place to put my mail to collect my mail. The other reason is the fact is like is the fact is like, not in order to get to me, they got to get through my sister. You know,
Okay.
in order to get to me, they got to get through my sister.
Yes, yes,
And
that's the first thing. It should happen because they know to identify who is the right and who is the wrong female. A
like I
female
said,
identifies.
it's not
Yes.
about it's not about identifying who's the right or the wrong female. It's the fact that my sister probably I'm proud. It's the fact that my sister will run off just about anyone. You know,
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if that's a good
I'm
thing.
using
I don't
that
know
to
if
my
that's a good thing
advantage.
or a bad thing.
I'm using that to my advantage. You know, because
Okay.
I don't see the point in trying anymore, especially 35. Because I know what women want at 35, and I'm not going to give it to them. So I'm gonna use
Right,
that to my
right,
advantage.
right. No, I agree. See, the thing is, oh my God, it's like, so I'm 38. I'm 38. The last time I did it, I was 31. And I can tell you, I know what women want. I know what women want. Ultimately, yeah, they want to have sex like we do, but they want so much more. They're looking for a man to take care of them, who will commit to them, and then they get the money, they get the power, they get the resources, and if you sign the contract, I don't
Right?
have to say what contract that is. They get
I'm
it,
not gonna say.
they get it all legally. They get it all legally. They can get it all, and then they could just sue you and divorce you and take everything. And it's like,
Every
at
I'm a,
this age, what's that?
I'm I'm gonna say this. Every man should be prepared if anything goes cracked up, if anything goes tits up, should be prepared to walk away from everything. to
Yes,
leave,
yes, yes.
no matter no matter if her house is paid off or not, let her have it. Okay, you got it. I can start over. Let her
Yeah,
have it.
no,
Okay.
it just comes down to money and resources. Money and resources. I've really come to believe this. That's why I tell all that's why I tell all the boys, all the men, I'm serious when I say this. Just get prostitutes. Just get a prostitute, settle in on a couple of them, them, and they'll still give you headaches. They'll still play games and stuff, but just the
But
better way to go, and it's
I
cheaper. And
mean, right? It's cheaper, and then, like, you got a steady. You know,
yeah,
you
because
know them. They know
you
you.
will you will have an itch to scratch if you understand what I'm saying. And if you could
Yep,
just manage that, you'll be fine.
pretty much.
Okay. Okay. There is one more thing. Okay. I have seen many good men, who have never got married, but have reached the highest pinnacle, like Tesla. You know,
Yeah,
Tesla never got married, but he was the biggest inventor of the millennial, or you can call the century, whatever you can call. You know, he never got
he based.
married. There are many such, like there are many such people. Like there are artists who never got married, but
Right.
their artwork was at the top level. They were like at 0.00001%. They were the top artist at that time. There are many musicians who never got married. You know, I've seen
Yep.
even people like such people, means Yeah, I mean, I've seen even stories of such people, read stories, even identified
You know,
such people as well while researching on internet. Like there are a lot of people who have reached their pinnacle without getting married,
Yes,
right?
and there
yes,
are
of course, of
many.
course.
People
At
that
this
came
point, I
crashing
mean,
down because they got married.
what's that? I'm sorry.
There are many people that came crashing down because they got married.
I was just
Yes,
about to
yes,
say that.
yes.
I was just about to say that. No, that's really what it is. It's not like no, yeah, man. I'm sorry. It sounds terrible. I tell everyone. I scream. I yell it. I scream it. From the shutters, from the tops of buildings. Um, Getting married. I mean, my God, getting married is so dangerous. I equate it with like I equate it with playing with matches. I equate it with playing with what's that Russian roulette? You know that game where you put one
Yep,
bullet in like a revolver.
yep.
It can totally it has destroyed it. Some men it has totally destroyed. My father, he lost hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Um, it's almost and this is hundreds of thousands of dollars back in the 80s that really we're talking about well over probably 1.5 to $2 million, adjusted for inflation. He lost everything. And I just, you know, it's no, it's it's a hard path.
The same thing is happening everywhere around the world. It is not only west or east, it is around the world.
Sure,
Around the
sure,
world.
right,
In
right,
every
right. No,
culture,
there
almost
is a
in
lot
every
of
culture.
I,
No
I,
culture
I
is
agree with that. It's
excluded.
spreading. It's spreading. I agree with that as well. I was going to bring up. There's a gentleman that I watch. His name is Donovan Warland. Donovan Warland. He's got a good show. He only has like I don't know 2,500 subscribers, but he makes real good stuff. Anyway, he was I don't know a week ago. He was making a video. He was making a video. He was talking about China, and he was talking about I think he listens to ADV China among other channels, and he was just talking about how this huge cultural shift has occurred in China. And basically, what's going on is just like what happened here. All the women in China, they overnight they all became princesses, and none of them will get married. None of them will have children anymore. Now the Chinese government is freaking out. They got rid of the one-child policy. Then they brought in a two-child policy. Now they have a three-child policy. Now they're not allowing women. Now they just outlawed abortions, and then they just I think they also what's it called vasectomies. They just outlawed vasectomy. Now if you're a man, you can't get a vasectomy. They're taking all these little steps. They're taking all these little steps to try to do anything to boost the birth rate.
Okay. Uh, yeah. Any more topic you would like to talk about?
No, no, that's about it. I'll probably end the stream in 5 or 10 minutes. We can keep going for another five, but I think it's like after 6 or something in the morning where I'm at. I work tomorrow at 2, or I'm sorry, I work tomorrow at 3 p.m. So I'll end the stream in like 10 minutes if you guys want to talk about anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I should be like said Tuesday. What time? Well, I start my day early, so you wanted to get an interview with me?
Oh yeah, right. I've been wanting to do that, and my hours they
But
just replenished. I think I get like 20 free hours. I get 20 free hours every month, and they just replenish.
all right.
Yeah, one more story I would like to say. I've got a post, okay, a YouTube post. It's about. I'm sorry to say, but it's about America, where one of the mother who had like 7 to 8 babies from 8 or 9 different fathers. She and one of her friend tried to kill all their baby. I have seen this post in YouTube. How much is that true? And why do they do such things?
you know, I mean,
I'm sorry,
I
but
don't even.
I've got this post on YouTube. Okay, I've just read this post. Like I was shocked. I mean, you're having baby with 7, 8 different fathers. There are 7, 8 babies you have. Okay, almost everyone is grown up. Everyone is around 7 to 8 years old. Okay, now you are having a relationship. or a friendship with another woman, and you plan to kill them, you almost achieved killing 4 or 5 of your children. I've
Yeah,
got.
no, I don't even know how to answer a question like that. That's to me that's the pinnacle of that's like pure evil, man.
Well, something definitely happened inside of them to want them to want to do that. Now, I don't know what it was, and because it's just, I mean, it may be pure evil, but it's like they're not taught to raise the children. They're not taught to raise a responsible number of children. You know, like 72
Yeah,
children.
no, I can go into depth about this, and I would start talking about like carrying capacity and R selected and K selected and all this science stuff. But yeah, no, basically, some people some people are just not evolved. I mean, I'm sorry to say it, like I'm sorry to put it this way. Some people are just like I
Uncouth.
literally see them as like a lower form of life. They don't have to be, but they choose to be really.
I mean, this is what will defame female in society. Such action will defame female in society. So how are they good in any way? Their action is speaking louder than their words.
Yep, actions do
Yeah,
speak
of course,
louder, and
of course.
eventually, it's going to catch up to them.
I'm reminded. I've been talking a lot lately about this one philosopher. His name was Otto Weiniger. He unfortunately committed suicide at a really young age. I think he was 22 or 23. But he did a lot of good work, and his his overarching idea was that as revolutionary as this sounds, he did believe that basically all social dysfunction comes from women. Basically, everything is women's fault if you think about it. But because of certain commercial interests and political interests, this idea is not pursued. In fact, the exact opposite.
Incentivized,
It is upheld to maintain a power structure.
and
Okay.
now they're panicking. Now their power structure is beginning to collapse. And they're looking for any and all reasons to bring it back, to try to fix it. And
Yeah,
that's the problem.
yeah, no, I don't know.
The
I don't
damage
know.
is
I hope that's actually my hope is that enough men hear this message and then adopt this message that it fundamentally it crashes the system. It makes our current the way our society or the way our economies are formatted. Yeah, I hope it makes no, I hope it crashes the system. Of course, I don't want to see anyone get hurt, but you know,
uh, me
um,
personally. I don't
what's that?
care. Me personally, I don't care anymore. Like I've become this person that I don't care if, because the system crashed, people start panicking, because that's collateral. It's called collateral damage. You know.
Yeah, no, right. No, no, no. Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. I mean, I'm not saying I don't think women are going to change. I really don't. I don't think women are going to change. But what can change is, imagine, think of all the men in the MGTOW. Think of all the men listening to me right now. Think of all the men in the MGTOW community right now. If they had just learned this message 5 years before they did, 10 years before they did, so many problems, so much unnecessary suffering would have, so much money would have been saved. Like it's
if
just
I
it's a tragedy.
if I'd have learned this message a long time ago, oh man, the may like I said. First off, I'm almost 35. I'm almost past my prime. You know, I'm in a. Make get people say I'm in a prime of my life. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, I think that's true. I think for men, basically 25 to 35 is the prime, and then after that, it's a slow decline of about 1% a year.
Yep. So the way I see it
That
is
shouldn't
like,
worry. The thing is that that shouldn't worry. You know why? Hello?
What? Yeah, no, I hear you.
Because, yeah, the thing is that you're getting experienced about your work, about your skill, about your art. I'm not talking about red pill, but there are other things that you do in your life. So that what takes you to the top. Like if you consider me, okay, so okay, even I do business like the other guy. Okay, so when I started, I was knowing nothing about how to do business, right? I was failing many times. Right now, okay, I'm getting a small growth, but I learned a lot with that growth. Okay, so after this, there would be my next goal, and to achieve my next goal, I know the first goal is achieved. If I want to grow that first goal, all I need to do is make a software or use a software that can just multiply that same thing with many other products that need to be built. That is one strategy. The other strategy which I would like to implement is to collaborate. Okay, collaborate with the right business person that will help me to grow and build that right product. Okay, so this is the experience that you're cultivating. Whether you're doing a business, whatever you like, whether it's a job, whether you're a scientist, or whether you are a motor mechanic, or whether you run a vehicle shop, whatever you run, you're gaining experience. At the age of 35, you have had so much of practical experience that you can implement and grow your wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah, you told me that this guy, what is his name, has a business. What is his name? I mean,
Um,
yeah, what's your name?
my red pill in the wind. Oh, red pill in the wind.
Okay,
Some
Red Pill
people,
Win.
some
Okay, no
people just
problem.
call me
You have a
Winnie.
business, right?
Hmm.
You have a business, right?
I can have a bit. I can grow a business if as a truck driver.
Whatever, you have a business, right? The same thing goes
Right.
with me. Even I have a business. Okay, okay. So initially, I have to face a lot of failure for running my business. Okay, but as time goes by, I started 15 years back. As time goes by, I faced a lot of failure for 2 3 years. But slowly, I started learning about it. Okay, so those
Right.
things can be used to multiply your money. I am saying multiply, not to add your money, but to multiply. Things grows
Right.
exponentially. You know what I'm saying? Money
Yep.
goes exponentially in business once you know many things about it. Your art improves, you know.
True.
So why you should consider 35 or 36 as a peak,
Well, for
when you
me,
look at life. Yeah, go on.
it's like does 35, 36 for the person who doesn't have a business. For the person who has a business, it's a bit different. For the simple fact is they don't have the resources. They don't have the resources. I mean, even though they can grow the resource at any age, 35, 36 is basically is a bit late. It's a bit late in the game.
What? What? What?
So, I
No,
mean,
it's not. Are
well,
you serious?
for a lot of things, but if you start a business like because you're it's not late in the
That's
game
that's
per
not true at all.
se.
Let me interrupt you. Let me give you an example. All right, I just watched a video. I think it was yesterday. Not yesterday. I think it was the day before yesterday. It was what's his name? Sweet Padre. Have you ever heard of Sweet Padre?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes or no?
yeah, I heard of them.
Oh yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he's a perfect example. So he just started. He just started his own trucking company a couple of days ago, and
Oh,
he
nice,
talked all about it. I'm sorry.
nice.
Yeah, yeah, and he talked all about it. He had to get all this paperwork together and get all this insurance together and all these passes, and do this, do that, get his own truck, and come down with the get save up for the down payment and all that. Now he had been trucking for, I don't know, in excess of 20 years. It's not
Right.
like, he started, he started, he started 2 years ago, and
You're
got right into the jumped right into being an owner operator. No, no, no. For over 2 decades, he was just a
eased
company.
into it.
He was
He
just a
eased
working. He
into
was
it.
just a working man. And I think he was in his 50s. I think he's in his like mid to late 40s, and he just started his own company. So I categorically disagree with what you just said. I mean, um, hey, don't get me wrong. The sooner the better. But some of us, just take longer.
The thing
And
is,
get or let me finish. Get guaranteed that it's sooner. It's better. The sooner you start, the better. Guaranteed. But I mean, he's starting in his late 40s. That's still not bad. If the business does very well, he could become a millionaire. In another decade, retire out before he's 60 as a millionaire. I just disagree. That's all.
it's just it's
I want to
basically
add something to this. Yeah, can I add?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He would not need a decade to become a millionaire. Why
Right.
is that? If you look at the way I am doing business, I learned how to sell one product. Okay. I'm getting a constant return. Okay. I know that I'm getting a constant return of, say, let's say $1 per month. Okay. I know I was able to sell that one product within 1 month. Okay. I can simply copy that thing. Either I can use manpower, or I can use an automation to replicate that thing. That will automatically make money for me. For same thing, I can replicate that thing for thousands of product, for selling thousands of product. You know, where
Right.
my time is utilized by thousands of software or thousands of people who can just use it, and I make the money. So that's how most of the business is done. That's how I do my business, so that I can focus on other way of doing other kind of business.
Sure, sure. Yeah, no, no. Oh yeah, no. I, okay. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, right. No, I've sat through entire. Yeah, no, no. Anyway, so the point is, um, what's his name? Homeboy here.
Manoj.
Red pill in the wind.
Yep.
Okay.
Red pill in the wind was saying, oh, I'll be 36. I'll be 30. Yeah, 36 is getting a little late. Not really. Not really. Not really. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you were more enterprising, or if you were given more advantages, or had you stumbled upon some of this sooner, sure, sure, that would have been great. But I don't know. It seems to me you're still mostly in a pretty good position. Just try to keep your health up. God forbid, man, avoid any serious accidents. Don't don't
Right.
don't kill yourself out there. But no, I don't know. I think you should. Yeah, no, I could keep your head up, and that. I don't know. You don't have any kids. You're not paying any child support. Oh
Right.
man, you're doing a lot better than you think, man.
Okay, so I
Anyway,
have to leave right now.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was
tell
gonna
me.
say I'm gonna end the stream right there. Yeah, what's his name? Yeah, Red Pill in the Wind. Yeah,
Yep.
I just renewed, or my 20 free hours a month has just replenished itself. Maybe sometime soon. I think I'm off on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. So what? Today's Monday. Yeah, so
Yeah.
tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. If you wanna have a live stream, I could do make it like a personal interview thing.
All right. Like what time? What time?
So that would probably be like, let's say, Tuesday, between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. How does that sound? Are you gonna be on the road, or are you gonna be?
I'm probably gonna be shut down. I typically shut down at 5 p.m.
Oh, okay, so oh wow, so that means you probably get started at like 5 in the morning, or what?
Start. I mean, I'd start late, but doesn't matter. Like with people, the way people drive, I will try to start early, but for the most part, for the way people drive, I will start. I will shut like say, especially within the holiday seasons. I shut down at 5 during holidays. You know.
Sure, sure. And how is, if you don't mind me asking, how is how is trucking these days? I hear it costs over $2,000, almost $3,000 now to fill up a gas tank.
Depends on where you fill it up at. But I'm not owner operator. You know, I will not, like I said, not with these gas prices. You know, these gas prices
Sure.
equate to
When you
money too.
like when I was doing over the road, they gave me like a gas card, and I was explicitly told to only fill up at like a Pilot or Flying J.
Flying J.
Do you have like a do you have an electronic card thing as well?
Yep. And I'm
Yeah,
told.
right. And then you earn all those points and all that shit, and after
Yep.
whatever 90 points, you get a free shower. You basically get a free shower almost every day, right? Is that kind of
Pretty
how
much.
it is?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah. They're trying to incentivize have clean truckers, like truckers actually washing, because
Yeah,
there's
I
truckers
think
that
it's not just that. It's not just that. I have this sneaking suspicion that like part of it is they really want to accommodate truckers as much as possible to stay on the road,
right,
and they see that as like a small, I mean, a shower, what the, yeah, it costs them a little bit of money, but how much, what they get back is so much more. I mean, like I just said, you'll buy $2,500 in fuel in one fucking fill up.
right. And well, another thing I think it is like first things foremost, it's like when there's a term in every religion and every society, cleanliness is next to godliness. You know,
Sure.
and thing is like I went the whole pandemic, the whole shutdown. I went the whole shutdown, and I could, and it was like just basically driving. You know, filling up, fueling up,
Right, right,
driving,
right,
and
right. Yeah, same for me. Same for me, especially the first year.
I'm eating cold canned food. You know, I'm eating cold canned food, or I'm taking my stove, heating it up for a little bit, because now they have exemptions for the hours of service. I just basically hit the exemption in there because
Is that still in effect?
no, it is not. It is not. I mean, it is not in effect. As far
Okay.
as I know, it's still not in effect, and you can get pulled over for an hours of service violation. You
Oh
know.
yeah. Oh man. You know what? Just quickly, I'll end the stream, but let me just tell you this real quick story. So I don't know. I don't know. In fact, you can tell me once I tell you the story if this was a good idea or bad idea. I might have flushed a good job opportunity down the drain. You tell me what you think. So I was applying for this job. I got it. I was driving a straight truck, a 38-foot straight truck,
Mm-hmm.
but it was still over the road. It was what was it? I can't remember. 50 cents a mile loaded, 25 cents a mile unloaded, and it was good money. It was a 1099. They would not take out taxes, but whatever. I could do that myself. Just pay me. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I was probably making like 15 or I think one 7 day period, I made over $1,500. Which after taxes is like maybe $1,100. I don't know. You do the math or whatever. But anyway, yeah. So you're aware of the hours of service and
Yeah.
the four clocks. What is it, like the 8 hour clock, the 8 hour
11 hour
clock, the
clock
11-hour clock, the 14-hour clock, and like
and
the
the 70 hour clock.
60-hour 7 day rolling and the 70-hour 8 day rolling clock. You follow me, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, and like it happened more than once. Where like I'm over. Okay. I see that I'm over the limit. I see that my 11-hour driving clock is ending, and I've got whatever 45 minutes left. And I'll look for like a Flying J or a Pilot. I'll find one 10 miles away, 12 miles away. You know, I'll get there, find a parking spot, shut everything down. I'll go inside, shit, shower, shave. I come back, and I got a text message from my fleet manager, or the what's her called, the fucking
Dispatch.
the dispatch. Yeah, and she's like, oh, you gotta get back on the road. The drop site, the drop place, the delivery, I'm sorry, the receiver. The receiver is only 2.5 hours down the road. So you gotta
Um,
get back on the road. And I'm like, whoa, no, I can't. I know the law. It's a federal
that
law. I
wasn't a
can't.
good that wasn't a good company. They're trying to force you to go over your hours.
Right, right.
Yeah, that
No, and
wasn't
I
a good
just I
company.
tried to see, and that's the thing. If they were cool, oh, that could have been a sweet fucking gig. But I just I can't. I was so scared. I just can't. I'm not gonna risk my goddamn license over that, you know. And it just
Exactly. Protect your
not
license at
not not
all
the
times.
first time, but after the second time, it blew up into this big thing, and I was like, no, I want to speak to the safety officer, and I know you guys are trying to do, and like, I could have handled it better, but like I knew it was illegal. Does that make any sense? I knew it was. You know what I'm talking
Right.
about, right? These clocks, you got to manage all
Yeah.
these clocks.
DLG. I mean, that was a setup. You know. See, they'll put you in violation for 8 days, and then they might decide to call ahead to the scale house just to screw you over.
Oh boy, are you saying that happens, or you've heard of that?
I've heard of it.
Okay,
It happens.
yeah. Yeah, no, it's oh good God, good grief. Yeah, no, we'll talk more. I'll end it there, but and you can trust. I'll be wanting to ask you a couple questions about trucking. I think I'm going to quit my job, the job I have now, in the next, I don't know, 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks. I was waiting for it to get warm,
Don't let
and
them know
just
that.
yeah, right. You never tell them, right? And
Don't
and just I'm sorry, what?
don't tell them until you have the job. Give them your 2 weeks notice.
Right. No, I know. No, I at 38. No, I know some of the basic. Yeah, I'm so sorry to have to agree with you on that. But yes, from my experience, don't fuck. Yeah, to anyone listening, if you have a job and you're planning on getting a new job, don't necessarily tell them that you're planning on leaving soon. And yeah, you're in a much stronger position if you have the new job lined up. But yeah,
Right.
we can get into that. But yeah, no, just to get back into trucking. I still have my A class CDL. My what's that called? The medical card's still valid. I should get back into it. I'm trying to find a company that 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 will take me with no experience. And this company took me with no experience. I made a lot of money in 1 week. I did it for, I don't know, 6 weeks or something before I got fired. But you know, um, yeah, no, I just gotta find a man.
You're gonna
I
have
think
to.
I just gotta let my fucking balls drop. I gotta let my fucking balls drop and just take it. Just go and find another company.
Right. I mean, it's just what it is. It's like you're gonna have to let it all hang out, man. Because
Yeah, because right now I'm only making like between $400 and $500 a week. That's not. I'm making like $450 a week, man. That's not. I need to. Well, dude, I
that
was making
that ain't,
three.
that
I
ain't
was
much.
making three times that a week. And it wasn't even a big rig. It was just a 38 foot straight. And there's just more money in it. There's just way more money. So, and like I said, oh well, we'll talk again. We'll talk again. But yeah, I think eventually I want to open up my own trucking company, man. Try to do that for like 4 to 6 years, make a quick million, and then who knows? Maybe start working with the Mexicans, start bringing in the drugs, the guns, the women.
You don't
You feel
want.
me?
Yeah, you don't want to do that. That's not worth it.
Yeah,
It
I'm
ain't.
just messing with you. I'm just messing. All right. Well, listen, I'm gonna end it here, man. Red pill in the wind. So today is Monday. Today's technically Monday morning. So
Yep.
tomorrow after 5 p.m. I don't know, between let's say 5 and 10 p.m., something like that. Maybe you'll be free.
All righty.
All right. I'll try. All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later, man.
All
All
right,
right.
peace out, bro. All
Peace
right,
out.
everyone. I'm gonna end it here. It was a pleasure. And I hope all of you are well and get some sleep. if it's if you guys have stayed up, or if you're like me, or you're about to go to sleep, sleep well, take your vitamins, say your prayers. All right, boys, take care.
Peace.